It is the Corona post-show, day number 3 of the Corona Saquarema Pro, presented by Banco Do Brasil. A beautiful afternoon here in Saquarema. Itaúna Beach is the site of the happenings all day today, and we had a huge day. We had a superheat. We had qualifications. We had so many things going on. Kaipo Guerrero, Marcos Bucayuva, Mitchell Salazar, and we got some news for you because we have another surfer that has just qualified for the 2024 Championship Tour. Congratulations, Frederico Morais, Manu.
Yeah, Frederico Morais, you're qualified to the 2024 Championship Tour. How are you feeling right now? How is your heart? Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm super stoked. It took a lot of work and belief. When I fell on the cut last year, it definitely, I went through a hard time, just believing again and having the will to put the work and do this all over again. But I've got a great team, a great wife, a great family, and they gave me the strength to keep going, my friends, everyone. So yeah, this is for Portugal. We're back on tour, and let's go. We're here to stay.
And I bet you have many reasons to be back on the CT. If you have one reason to choose to thank, what would it be?
To thank, I'll thank myself for believing in myself. Because if you believe in you, everything is possible, and that's all it takes.
Okay, let's speak some Portuguese now. Como eu te falei, você está qualificado para o CT de 2024, é muita emoção, parabéns, você mereceu. Como é que foi ali dentro da água no momento que você percebeu que você estava qualificado?
Honestamente, eu não fazia ideia que se eu passasse esta bateria estava qualificado, não fazia ideia mesmo, e acho que até foi melhor, e foi super especial. Eu dei um abraço ao meu treinador, ao Richard, com quem eu trabalho há 15 anos. Ele basicamente é como um segundo pai para mim. E é um momento especial para mim, para os meus amigos, para os meus familiares, para a minha mulher e para Portugal. Porque eles vibram muito com isto, apoiam-nos nos melhores e nos piores momentos. E custou, mas nós conseguimos, voltámos ao Tour e esse era o meu grande objetivo.
Que legal, e a gente sabe que agora fica ainda mais difícil, né? Como é que é a sua preparação, sua mente, seu corpo para essa nova fase?
É continuar a trabalhar no duro, continuar a acreditar, a querer mais, a trabalhar mais com os outros e a acreditar sempre. Eu já estive no Tour durante alguns anos, saí o ano passado, volto este ano, por isso é continuar a trabalhar e estamos cá para mais vitórias, mais derrotas e viver esta vida de surfista que eu adoro.
Parabéns, Frederico. Congratulations. Isn't it amazing to see that here in Saquarema?
Amazing
Back
stuff.
to you guys.
Amazing stuff. Frederico Morais, true warrior, had to battle through that disappointment of getting fallen off of the championship tour. Now he is back on after a grind of a year on the Challenger Series. Mitchell, we got only 6 spots left for the men available, and we have a lot of guys gunning for those spots because a lot of our top seeds advanced out of the competition into the next round today.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about it, that most of the top seeds are still moving through and with really big performances too. I think Mateo Serdi had just surfed the greatest heat in his life so far and dropped an excellent heat total. Jake Marshall, unfortunately, bowing out. He was number 3 coming into the event, just like Fred, and I don't think he's even safe right now at Kaipo. Things were wild today.
Yeah, things were wild. Let's take a look at our rankings right now and where we stand. Mitchell talked about number 3 getting knocked out of the event. Well, there you have all of our grayed out surfers that have been knocked out of competition, but look at all the highlighted whites. Those are guys still gunning for those final 6 spots available, Marcos.
Oh yeah, Matheus G right now just dropped with the hammer performance, just dropped from the G10, and Samuel dropped in for the G10, and it's amazing. I'm overwhelmed right now because I reside in Portugal nowadays, so my heart is over there with my family, and I'm super happy for Freddie.
Yeah, look at that. Eli Hanneman had a nail biter, and Faith pulled him through today, and he will be on to the round of 16. But we talked about the super heat today, the heat that we were anticipating because it was a must-win heat for Mateus Hurdy and Jackson Baker. Let's take a look at the super heat. Jake Marshall coming into this heat. as number 3 on the rankings. Number 11 right below the cut line was Jackson Baker. Jacob Wilcox, he had it easy. He's number 2 in the rankings. He's already on the championship tour in 2024. He started off with a bang here, Mitchell.
Yeah, an 8.77. This was actually the highest score of the heat and opened up in the first 2 minutes with that wave right there, but it was the response by this guy, a 7-1-7 by Jake Marshall, Kaipo, that put him back up into the heat. He wasn't out of it until the very end. I mean, his display in terms of his arsenal of attack on both the forehand and the backhand, really good, but then this guy dropping an 8.0 right here.
Yeah, look at this combo. You talked about the combo plate. This was it for Mateus Hurdy, Marcos.
Amazing, on point with the air, on point with a hammer on the hook there in the end. Amazing, man.
And then Mateus used the backhand weapon here for 8.33, and that locked things up for Mateus Hurdy in a must-win situation in this heat. Meanwhile, quietly, the powerhouse, Mitchell, Jackson Baker, Nova Castrian going to town.
And if you recall, he actually caught this wave after he blocked Jacob Wilcox with priority and ended up getting his best score, a 7.67. One of the best heats I've seen in my entire life, Kaipo, and Mateus Hurdy, as clutch as they come with that performance there.
Yeah, disappointing for Jake Marshall, but still's got a chance to qualify. He's going to have to see how the other surfers do in their upcoming rounds in the round of 16. There's the numbers. Mateus Hurdy going excellent with a 16.33, Mitch.
Yeah, definitely the best performance he's had in his entire life. Really looking forward to seeing him make the CT if he can hold on to his positioning right now in the rankings. Jacko Baker, though, when it counts, he definitely shows up, and Jake's already qualified for the championship tour. Marshall, though, he was number 3 coming to the event. He's actually dropped down quite a few positions, Kaipo, after this one.
Marcos, this heat number 5, some friendly fire for Brazil, an all-Brazilian heat here with Miguel Pupo starting off.
Amazing Brazilian affair right there in Corona Saquarema, our staple center of surfing here. He got so on point. He came here more with the effort of being a coach for his younger brother, but he's nailing an amazing performance in this super heat also. I think today, guys, it's one thing, we can script the post-show, but we cannot script this.
Emrod, Michael Rodrigues, again, a must-win situation, Mitchell, and Emrod was able to pull through.
And surprisingly, he did it on the backhand, too, going left. This guy, though, dropped an 8 on this wave, and I'm just super impressed with the way Miggy is competing right now. He was out the entire year on the championship tour, comes here to Saquarema, and has made both easy surfing so far, Kaipo.
There we go with the numbers. It is Emrod continuing to chase his dream of getting back on the championship tour, along with Miguel Pupo advancing out of that heat. Great showing from Kawa Costa, by the way. He is a surfer to look out for in the future. And also Jadson Andre. We look forward to seeing Jadson next year on the Challenger Series. That was a great heat. How'd that give you for national pride, having an all-Brazilian?
Amazing, man. My heart is full of pride right now, man. Full of emotion. 4 years without coming to Brazil and being the party here in the post-show with you guys, watching this. One of the best days for the books of surf competition so far.
Yeah. Well, taking our attention to the women, Sawyer Lindblad really had to get it done to keep her young dreams alive, to join the championship tour. And she was up against another youngster in the way of a young Aaron Brooks in this Heat 8 of the round of 32 for women. Zali Kelly, Mitchell, she put up a fight in this heat.
Yeah, she opened up with the best score of the heat in her terms, a 5.83. And really from the get-go, I thought Zali was just gaining momentum throughout this one. Equally as good on the left as she is on the right, but then this young lady, Aaron Brooks, she is just so fast, Kaipo, as you can see right there. Really uses her entire momentum and body weight into perfecting these lip line hits. Dropped a 7.33 and a 6.1 en route to a big win. She moves into the round of 16.
Yeah, look at the bright future ahead of Aaron Brooks. No chance of qualifying this year for the championship tour, but keep it up like this, it won't be long before we see her on the Dream Tour.
Not at all, and would love to see her get a win. And this young lady, Arena Rodrigues Vargas, she actually moved up into second place at the end of the heat and improved on her 2 scores with her last 2 waves. She was making the heat up until this point, Kaipo. Sawyer Lindblad dropping a 6 when she needed it, the most important wave of her life, and just elated with emotion when she came in. She got the news. It was a big moment for her. She keeps her dream alive.
I love how she zigzagged just to be on point to hit the lip in the end.
Sawyer real stoked right there. It was a big moment for her in a young career. Being congratulated by Kira Pinkerton and the rest of the San Clemente crew. Big heat, that one, Kaipo. Really like the performance I saw from Aaron Brooks, too.
I like the performance. I like the clutch. And that's what Sawyer Lindblad is going to need to do when if she gets onto the championship tour. But that's the kind of nerves that you need to do to be able to end the heat, get the score that you need. Let's take a look at our women's rankings. Who's in and who's out? We're still clearing the water here. Only one of the women have qualified for the championship tour. We got 4 slots available, but look at all the names in the white, Mitchell, that still can fight for those 4 slots.
Man, a lot of the high seeds still in the event. Kaipo Vahina had an incredible performance this morning. Sarah Baum really impressed me. She went left for the majority of her heat. Nadia still in the event. But Sawyer, Alyssa, and Isabella really getting hard to knock them out of 3, 4, and 5. Andy Robinson still in the event, too. She had a strong performance, too.
Yeah, look at this list, Marco. So anyone stand out?
Amazing standouts for me. Luana Silva, Vahine Ferru, and Kika Vezel, unfortunately didn't come true, but amazing performance from the ladies also.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at the Kayak Natural Wave of the Day. And it was a young surfer that was able to manufacture a score, building it. Bright future ahead for Bella Kenworthy. Mitchell. This was a 9.23.
Yeah, one of the highest scores of the event so far, and you know, relatively unheard of outside of the United States until this very year on the Challenger Series. She's still only 16 years of age, Kaipo. Goes to town on this one left right here and garners herself a 9.23 and the honors of the wave of the day, too.
Yeah, the wave of the day for Bella Kenworthy. Well deserved from Natura Kayak. Feel the power of freshness. You guys feel that power right there?
For sure, man.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. Natura Kayak. Wave of the day. They're going to bring us the wave of the day every single day. And now it's time for, Mitchell, I know it's your favorite.
Definitely is.
But it's been my favorite for a long time. It is our top 5 moments of the day. And let's take a look at these moments because we have so many to choose from. For our top 5 wave of the day, we take a look at here, and Alyssa Spencer, number 5. Alyssa Spencer, Mitchell, she's won 6 straight heats, including her win over at the last stop in Portugal.
Well, not only that, but she's also our defending champion at this event, too. And when it comes to consistency so far, I don't think I see anybody better in the draw still remaining in the women's lineup. This wave right here, 7.83, just perfect timing. She looks as good as it gets right now.
Number 4, Aaron Brooks did perform well in this heat, but number 4 is Sawyer Lindblad. The story of both of these young surfers, but it's Sawyer Lindblad with the buzzer beater for our number 4 moment of the day.
Talking about consistency, oh my God. So many super hits today. Now there she goes.
Yeah, Sawyer Lindblad, this was the clutch. This is what she needed to do. Put it all together, and she's through to the round of 16, number 4 on our top 5 today. Yeah.
Check the emotion.
What
man.
a feeling.
Woo.
Number 3, Maui no Ka'oi. Imaikalani deVault with a big fat 9 and a 7.5, 16.52 wave total, Mitchell.
And he's looking for his biggest win today, Kaipo. Hasn't won a CS event so far. He's been a runner-up this year over at Snapper Rocks. But I feel like with this kind of performance that we saw from Imai, we can definitely see him up on the podium at the end of this event. 16.5, adding a 9.2. Some strong stuff right there from the Maui surfer.
Yeah, Maui no Ka'oi. Number 2, Luana Silva is able to throw it down, Marcos, in the last 2 waves of her heat to turn the heat and advance into the round of 16.
Talking about keeping the dream alive, Luana Silva all the way with a super coach, with a super team, with the backup and the local knowledge from João Chianca too. Look at this. I love this surf. Rail surfing, to the point, a lot of drive on the turns. Many cutbacks and amazing fast, hits on the top there. And she kept going.
That's what
Amazing
you need.
performance for her.
That's the fight that you need, and she fought back, Mitchell.
And I think this day exemplified, Kaipo, the amount of surfers that we have that are really, truly elite. People that deserve to be on the championship tour, but there's not enough people that can be on there. So if you want to win it, you definitely have to ring it right here at the last event of the season on the Challenger Series. And Luana Silva just might be doing that in Brazil.
That's right. The road ends at Saquarema for qualification for the championship tour. Number one, we got 2 more qualifiers for the championship tour. We got a new rookie on the championship tour in the way of Crosby Colapinto, and we have a former C-tier. He's back in the saddle with the way of Frederico Morais. Look at the excitement with the heat win from Crosby Colapinto. He didn't know that he qualified at that point. Frederico Morais prepping for his heat. Mitchell, making it through this heat was enough for Frederico to re-qualify for the championship tour.
And dropped a 7:07 right when he needed it, too. We had no notification that he was going to be able to make the cut right before this heat started, and guess what? The smile said it all. When he came in, it was a huge performance and the biggest one of his life to requalify for the CT and the Dream Tour.
Yeah, huge moment there. Inspirational. He never gave up on his dream. When he asked who he wants to thank, first and foremost, he said, hey, I want to pat myself on the back because I believed in myself. I believed I could do it. You put in your mind, you put in your heart, and then you go and do it, Mark.
For sure. He manifests all these. I think he have a little inspiration with Snoop Dogg. I'm going to take myself to being there for me, taking myself to believe in me. And Fred is a man. It's a type of surfing that have the DNA of surfing, the athlete DNA of his blood, and the IQ DNA of competition for sure.
Got another question for you. What was your favorite moment today?
Man, I have plenty of favorite moments, but I think I'm going to tap myself with my own emotions right now. I think Frederico Morais is carrying the whole country in his back, and it's super special.
Yeah, this is going to be special when the Portuguese flag is back up on tour in 2024. Mitchell, your favorite moment today?
Gian Crawford, actually. I think he's an underdog. I think he could potentially win the event, and he might cause some upsets in the last 2 days of competition, Kaipo. I think he has a great chance of winning his first CS event here in Saquarema.
Yeah. And I want to say, hey, salute to Mateus Hurdy for, stepping it up when you needed to step it up, kid. That was a great one. Hey, we could continue tomorrow, 7:45 local time. We're going to make the call at worldsurfleague.com for 8 o'clock start. Thank you, Mitchell. Thank you, Marcos. Thank you for watching. Enjoy these end-of-day highlights. We'll see you tomorrow.
This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.